Studio is our good friend Steve Ensley from American Family Online. And Steve left the sunny shore of Florida's Panhandle to come up here and visit with us.
Florida.
Yeah, Niceville.
There really is a Niceville, Florida.
Niceville, Florida. It's on the Panhandle there, just north of Fort Walton Beach and Destin.
Yes.
And it's a great, beautiful place, beautiful part of the country. Steve, you're there. That's where the home offices are for the American Family Online.
Right.
You have a long association with us going back, 15 years?
Yeah.
And then you came originally to work for us in our own internal IT department here.
Right.
And then things morphed and happened over the time to where you went into your own business, mm-hmm. which was providing a online service for people across the country, American Family Online, with an emphasis on preventing pornography from mm-hmm. coming to the computers.
Filtering.
Mm-hmm. And also the virus and things. But what really motivates you is the filtering. But you have got a new product.
We do.
We wanted to let you introduce to our listeners today. Go ahead.
We've been working on this for a couple of years. A couple of years ago, we saw that smartphones and mobile devices were going to be the next wave of technology, the next popular wave of technology. So we began working on a filter.
Everybody has one almost.
Almost everyone has. In fact, you almost can't buy a phone anymore that isn't a smartphone.
Yeah.
You can, but it's rare. Most of them are smartphones. And being a smartphone, by definition, means it has access to the entire internet.
Right.
Anything you can get on the internet, you can get through a smartphone.
Right.
We realized that, so we began developing the technology along with a couple of other organizations to provide full-fledged filtering for mobile devices, not just a parental control, which is really a non-filter. It's a full-fledged filter, the same as you could get for your PC or your desktop. And it has all the functionality. It has parental administration. It has time of day. It just has all the functionality of a full-fledged filter. And this, we designed it so that it would work on...
Is it an app?
It is an app. You download the app from the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store.
What do you search for when your app?
It's called Mobile WebGuard.
Okay.
It's a very definitive name. It's exactly what it is. It's a device WebGuard for mobile devices. You can download it from iTunes, Google Play, and from Amazon. We have it on all those.
How much does it cost?
Well, it's just $20, $19.95 per year per device. I mean, it's less than a deluxe pizza to protect your child from the internet or your spouse. And we've released it in September. This is really our first announcement here today. This is our first public kind of blowout. And
you've tested it?
We've tested it, and we're getting responses that are just very encouraging. People really enjoy it. It does its job. It works. Most of all, it gives parents some peace of mind over these smart devices that they're giving to their children. The largest growing segment in technology right now are the smart devices. The biggest group within that segment are 12 to 17-year-olds. They're the ones getting most of the devices. And unfortunately, also the largest growing group of technology users that are getting involved with vulgarity and pornography.
Well, for years,
For
years, excuse me for interrupting.
Sure.
For years, the average age where there were surveys done, and the average age where at least a male first sees pornographic material is like 11.
Mm-hmm.
You're 11, you're 12 years old.
Yes.
But you're saying now, and those were magazines.
Yes.
I mean, those were back in the day. And today, though, you know,
it's 8, 9, 10 years old.
8 or 9, 10 years old?
For boys, and girls 10.
I mean, we've become such a sexualized culture. It's
mm-hmm.
everywhere. I mean, even the softcore type stuff you see on, you know, it's hard to go to the drugs. I mean,
right.
the store today without some skin popping out at you. You know what I'm saying? On billboards and
the real danger with the internet is you can do that in the privacy of your room, or you can do it, take your smartphone with you to school and, you know, recess and no one knows what you're viewing.
And
So,
that's
so Steve, if somebody downloads the app, then how hard is it, or how long does it take to set it up so it starts running?
Well, it's a two-step process because of the nature of the devices, but you download the app, and once you have the app downloaded, it gives you instructions on how to activate the filtering service. So you go online with that device or another computer, you register. If you're already a customer, you just have to add the rate. If you're not an AFO subscriber, you can go through the process, activate an account, and it happens within minutes.
$20 a year per
$20 per device.
per device.
Mhm.
And does that include your iPads and things of that nature?
iPads, Android devices, even some Kindle devices, smartphones. I have.
So what if people need to do to get this?
The easiest way for them to get to it is go to mobilewebguard.com/AFA. And it's real important they put the AFA on there because that helps us track where people are hearing about it. But it's mobilewebguard.com/AFA. And then that'll walk them through the instructions on how to set up an account and how to get the filtering activated. They can also just go to any of the online app stores and download it. They can download the app. It's free to download, and that will also walk them through the instructions for activating the filtering, setting up the filtering.
Sounds easy enough.
It is.
Yeah.
Very typical of mobile apps.
Okay. And so, but the website you mentioned was what?
mobilewebguard.com/AFA.
/AFA, and that way you'll know that they're our listeners and our
Yes,
supporters.
that's correct. And we have a special deal for AFA listeners.
Well, Steve, thanks so much for stopping by and telling
Sure.
us about this. We're always looking for ways to protect the family.
Well,
Here
my pleasure.
in-
It's the bottom line is family
Absolutely.
for all of us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Steve.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, my
God
friend.
bless.
You're listening to the radio program Today's Issues on the American Family Radio Network. We thank you for joining us and for participating on the program. A little bit later on, we're going to play